Hello, what's good with y'all? My name is Terrence, and today I'm going to be giving you my thoughts on the Korean movie Miracle in Cell Number 7. But before I get into my thoughts, here's a little recap. A brief overview of the plot starts as a flashback where a middle-aged man named Young-gu, who is a mentally challenged father, is wrongfully accused of raping and murdering a little girl. He goes to prison, but soon after, Young-gu befriends the other inmates and successfully sneaking in Yi-sung, his daughter. The inmates, as well as the chief guard at the prison, realize that he was wrongfully accused and was manipulated into a sentencing which had been for life. Just before Young-gu had his trial, he was beaten up by the head police chief because the little girl that Young-gu was accused of murdering and raping was the police chief's daughter. While the chief was beating him up, he told Young-gu that if he tries to escape being punishment, he would torture Yi-sung. Because of the pressure of the situation, Young-gu admits that he killed the little girl, and here we have a heartfelt scene where future Yi-sung screaming at Young-gu's lawyer for not doing anything while this was happening. Because of this, Young-gu receives his original sentence of execution. Some time goes on, and one unsuccessful escape later is execution day for Young-gu. Here we have another heartfelt scene as Young-gu and Yi-sung saying their final goodbyes for the last time, and Young-gu is eventually executed. The flashback ends as it goes back to the present time where Yi-sung, now a lawyer, helps exonerate Young-gu's sentence and was granted him posthumous acquittal. Because of Young-gu's not guilty verdict, we get another bittersweet moment captured by Yi-sung.
무죄를 선고하다.
So my immediate reaction after this movie was, oh my god, what have I been doing the last 9 years to not see this masterpiece? I was also on Wikipedia, and it said that the show was especially popular among middle-aged and elderly Korean people, so I guess that's who I have similar tastes with. Anyway, first I'd like to say the acting of Seung-ryung as Young-gu and Gao So-won as Young Yi-sung were incredible. Sorry if I mispronounced those names. Them together truly made a warm father-daughter relationship that at no point in the movie seemed to be forced. And lastly, the acting of Park Shin-nye as adult Yi-sung was incredible as well. Every time Shin-nye appeared in the movie, I was just taken away by the emotion she was conveying. If you guys know me, I'm a huge Park Shin-nye fan. I think she's one of the probably my favorite Korean actor, and her work on this show only made me further appreciate her even more. My only criticism on this movie is that I felt like some parts of the show were a little unrealistic, and I know the story is very loosely based on a true story, but still some parts of the show just were kind of far-fetched. Parts like successfully sneaking in a 6-year-old into a prison cell, the unreasonable, ridiculous hot air balloon prison escape attempt, and even the fact that Young-gu was sentenced to be executed. However, despite some parts being really unrealistic, I thought the movie was executed quite well. I especially like how they connected the first scene of the movie to the very ending of the movie, and having like the whole story being told via flashback and by adult Yi-sung storytelling. In all, I'd rate this movie a 9.9 out of 10. I absolutely love this movie, and I honestly can't even think of a movie better than this. Even though I spoiled this movie for you, I would still recommend anyone who hasn't seen this movie to go watch it. And that is it for my recap and review of The Miracle in Cell Number 7. I'm still really new to Korean movies and shows, so if you would like to recommend me a show or movie, or just like to give your thoughts on the video, please leave a comment. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing. It's free for you guys, but it really helps me out a lot. Anyway, my name is Terrence, and I'll see you guys later.
Woo! Goodbye. Yeah.
Have a good one.